Delaware County Fair on Jugette Day 2023. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the center. Darby Creek with some gate speed. Waxtooth Randy, he'll dive toward the pylons and try to take a narrow advantage, and Yankee Nudge gets away racing in third. Judge Scooty comes out of there in fourth. Then Trey Rock and Fantastic Cruiser. Out the back is No Fear Intended. On their way to the opening quarter, Austin Hanners on the muscle early with Darby Creek. He's now off to lead by 2.5. Waxtooth Randy is second, and Yankee Nudge comes away third from the pole position. Away fourth is Judge Scooty, followed fifth by Trey Rock. Gapping the cover from there, Fantastic Cruiser. The trailer, No Fear Intended. The opening quarter in 27-1 as they pace toward the half-mile point. It's Darby Creek, front and center, a length and a half in front. Waxtooth Randy is a patient second. Right on the helmet third is Yankee Nudge. Back to fourth and Judge Scooty, then Trey Rock. Still out the back, Fantastic Cruiser and No Fear Intended. No right lines yet. Front end respect for Darby Creek as they go to the half. Darby Creek there a length and a quarter. Waxtooth Randy second, Yankee Nudge third, Judge Scooty fourth. First to move, Brett Miller and Trey Rock on the move on the outside through a 56-second half mile. Well-rated second quarter for the leader, Darby Creek. He's favored and on top a length and a half from Waxtooth Randy in second. Yankee Nudge looking to slide to the outside. That gives Trey Rock some cover to follow. Sliding through inside and Judge Scooty. Out the back, Fantastic Cruiser and No Fear Intended. They pass by 5/8 and head toward 3/4. Darby Creek still the target. Waxtooth Randy looks for a way out. From the outside, Yankee Nudge is stalling a touch. Judge Scooty and Trey Rock are next. 3/4 and 124 flat. Less than a quarter of a mile to come, and Darby Creek is strong. Darby Creek a length and a half off cover. Waxtooth Randy will try a stretch slingshot, and they're off the turn in the stretch. Waxtooth Randy tries to go get Darby Creek. Darby Creek almost there. Waxtooth Randy surging to him. They come for the wire. Darby Creek down the road. Waxtooth Randy was second. Yankee Nudge third from Trey Rock fourth in 1:52 flat.
Well, another win for the home team for trainer Brian Brown. It's with Austin Hanners this time, Gabe. And what a call by Pete Ayala.
Yeah, Pete sounded good on the bike, as he always does. And he actually just tweeted. I saw that right there. The race started. He said, I haven't been this nervous since the first Pegasus World Cup. Now, here's a guy that calls, at the top level on a daily basis at the thoroughbreds. And, even the Delaware County Fair's got him a little nervous. He's and that's legitimate. He really is. He wants to do a good job, but he's familiar with harness racing. He can do anything.
When you're calling down there at Lexington now full time, it seems like you've been just about everywhere. But would you be nervous coming and calling here at Jug Week?
I guess a little bit. I'm still familiar with the standard bridge. I'll tell you where I have been nervous is when I fill in for Pete at Gulfstream.
Okay.
And I typically do a little tour of duty down there every November, and when he goes on vacation for what seems like forever, but he takes 2 or 3 weeks off. So, yeah, every time I go there, it's just when you're not familiar, with exactly what's going on, it does put you in a little spot where you get a little nervous. I mean, on the harness side, I feel like I've done this quite a bit. But, yeah, the Delaware County Fair is a big stage here, and, you get a lot of people. And it's cool. And the weird thing about Delaware, when you're announcing the race as opposed to anywhere else, you're out in the infield here, Wendy. So that's not an angle where, you're really spinning in a circle just to call the race, right? Typically we're up on the roof, and we got the race right in front of us, and you sort of have just your sight line stay the same throughout the race. Well, when you're out here at the Delaware County Fair, the infield in the Roger Houston's announcer booth there at the top of that gazebo or whatnot in the winter circle, it's a different perspective. So that is probably the first time that Pete has done that. I've only done it a handful of times at a couple of county fairs.